Having high standards protects you from low quality experiences. Hey Tio Stars, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tiangi and you're watching another episode of #Tio Talks. Alright, so today I want to talk about standards, raising your standards. How can you raise your standards as a young woman in your early 20s, mid 20s, 30s, 40s, even if you are a teenager? Before I get started, I want to make one thing clear before I start making my list. I want you guys to know that you are beautiful. All my black women, even if you're not black and watching this, all my brown people, you're beautiful, gorgeous. Don't let anyone ever let you question that. And if you find yourself questioning that, just remember me telling you how beautiful and gorgeous you are. It's important to not let society's expectations of you limit your potential. I think that's something that's easy for why am I so scratchy? Raising your standards is a self-journey of self-empowerment, self-improvement, and these standards that you're gonna have are solely gonna be based on your own thoughts and not things that you think other people want you to be. These are your standards that you're setting for yourself. So that being said, let's hop right into the video. Ten things that you might want to consider in your self-growth, higher standards journey that I'm on to, by the way. Number one, self-awareness. And when I say self-awareness, it's because I want you to understand your goals, your values, and what you want the outcome of your life to be. Set goals. Goal setting is it's like playing soccer, but they don't have the the goalposts. So it's like you're just running in circles, running around, getting exhausted with no goal, literally no goal. You're just wasting your time. You could have just gone to the gym and lifted some weights. You're making your life harder for no reason because you have no goals and you're just working. So set real goals on a piece of paper or I say a piece of paper, but if you're Gen Z or whatever, you can just put it in your notes, but you actually have to stick to it. And your values. Now, what are your values? Your values are most of the time stem from when you're a child, whatever values your parents instilled in you. Those are things you may reference. That's what I like to call your little subconscious voice in your mind. Those are pretty important too, but if you grow up and you find yourself questioning them, you might want to give yourself a new set of values that of course are to who you want to be and will provide you the outcome that you're looking for in your life. Number two, in raising your standards as a young woman, or even honestly, I don't know what percentage of guys watch my videos, but even as a man, anyone, period, everyone needs to level up. But I'm talking to the girls. I'm always here for the girls. Education is very important, and I'm not talking about just going to college or high school, graduate school, or getting a master's degree or whatever. Those things are pretty impressive, and I think that they do add to your value. I think so. Graduating college in December, I'm so excited. While that's important, I also think it's fairly as important to learn skills. For example, for me personally, I have a skill of speaking. I trained myself to speak to you guys right now, and this is practice for when I'm in front of people. And I found myself, especially recently, being so much more confident when I speak to people, more confident than a few years ago, I will say. It's a skill that I'm perfecting by practicing vocalizing my voice out loud. So working yourself, develop skills, for example, it could be editing videos, it could be teaching something that you're good at, it could be braiding hair, it could be cooking, it could be math, okay, it could be chemistry. Whatever skill you want to perfect, do it. Educate yourself. Read books. I know it's not as popular nowadays. The reason I'm so big on this is because when I was younger, I was very shy and would stutter. So now as an adult, I've just taken time to like practice that more. So read a book, you learn new vocabulary, because everything you're trying to do in your life, somebody's probably already done it before, and success leaves trace marks, leaves maps you could follow, you know, if you just read and are interested enough. Moving on. This is easier said than done, but confidence. Believe in yourself. Surround yourself with people who love and are supportive of you. But most importantly, believe in yourself, because without that, you're not going anywhere. You know why? Because you don't think that you can. And sometimes confidence is easier said than done, but honestly, I know they say, oh, fake it till you make it. I think that that's true to a certain degree. Like, it's gonna sound cliche, but like, you just have to get up and do it. You just have to get up and try new things. And the thing about it is, you're gonna suck the first time you do something, and that's fine. Once you get over that, you're literally unstoppable. I recently started working in this field that I've always wanted to go into, and I was afraid that, oh my gosh, am I going to be competent enough? They're going to make fun of me. I'm going to be the only black person, the only young person. And it stopped me for a long time until recently. I did it, and I'm doing pretty good. I'm asking the questions that I need to ask. I'm getting the help that I need because I'm asking these questions and not just suffering in a corner. So believe in yourself, and anyone or anything that's no longer serving you, good riddance. Not everybody can go with you. Not everybody can come. Be confident. Try your very best to be. And when you find yourself not being confident, it's okay. Go in your little corner. Think, cry, whatever you need to do, but do not wallow. Do not sit in that for too long, but feel your emotions and come out of it. Self-care. Can we talk? You don't have standards. You can't say that you have high standards if you don't take the time, better yet, if you don't take the time to self-care. Take care of yourself, ladies. I don't have children. I don't have children, and I don't know what the mom life is like, so I'm not here to bash mothers, but I've seen a lot of women lose themselves once they have children. Like, they stop taking care of themselves how they used to before, or even just people like, I even was victim of this. Like, I started working my new job. It was very hectic. I was trying to learn all these things, and I would come home very tired and stressed, and I would just go straight to sleep. I would not go to the gym. I would just literally shower real quick and get in the bed. I would not read. I would not do anything. I was just prioritizing my job, and until I was like, honestly, whatever career field you're in, you will get replaced. You know what I mean? So take care of yourself. At the end of the day, it's business, and like, if something were to happen to me, like I got sick and could not return, guess what? They will find somebody else and replace me, and it's business as usual, while now you're in your bed sick, can't move, because you did not prioritize yourself. So take care of yourself, ladies, like whatever that looks like for you. For me, I'll give you an example, so maybe you can create your own self-care around this. Self-care does not have to be this grand big day where you do everything. You have to do a little bit of something every day. So my little bit of something is I go to the gym 5 times a week. On the other 2, I have like an active rest day. So like on my rest days, I'll just go walk or like stretch or just do something. So I move my body, I exercise my body. Self-care for me looks like trying to eat more nutrition rich foods. I've been learning to cook. Self-care for me looks like putting on a mask on my face and just relaxing, reading a book, nourishing my mind. Self-care for me looks like investing time into my own self with things that I want to do. For example, create content and YouTube videos for you guys. This is self-care for me. It's fulfilling to me. So do things that are fulfilling to you. Pour into your cup. And then everything else comes after that. Because if you're sick, if you're sick or you don't feel good, guess what? Nothing around you moves. If you're sick and you don't feel good, you don't get to go to work. If you're sick and you don't feel good, your kids are not going to have their mom that they love so much, because you won't be able to show up for them. Your husband, your boyfriend, everything won't work if you don't take care of yourself. So please, ladies, self-care. That's somebody with standards that puts themselves first. I don't care. Now, I know this is especially hard for women, and it's setting boundaries. Oh my gosh, it took me a long time. It took me a long time to set my boundaries and really stand on them. Because you can set them, but are you going to stand on it? And honestly, just saying no when necessary. Even if you just don't feel like hanging out with people or picking up the phone for someone that was not in your schedule, okay? Because these phone calls with friends, with family members, unless it's an emergency, of course, they take time, because you will find yourself, I'm a young woman, okay? I'm a young, beautiful woman. And when my friends call, I want to talk for a long time, and it's not their fault. Like, I want to I want to chat, you know? I'm a single woman, so like, call me. Hello. You have to know yourself, because I know that about myself, that I can be very chatty. Like on a day like today, when I've literally blocked out time to do certain things, I'm not taking any calls that I didn't schedule. I know that's a little bit harsh, but the only calls I've been on today, it is literally 5:46 p.m. and I've only been on 2 calls today. One to my leasing office, because I want to renew my lease, and 2, which I scheduled, was on my planner, by the way, and 2 was to call my school, because I scheduled that. If it doesn't suit your mission for the day, for the year, for the person you're trying to be, it should not take up your time. Say no. Say no. It's gonna suck. People are gonna be like, who do you think you are? Who she thinks she is? Oh, you changed? Yeah, I changed, and I'm becoming a better version of myself. I'm gonna move this computer. I'm becoming a better version of myself every day. And pretty soon, they're gonna notice the change, you're gonna notice the change, and then it's gonna be like, oh my gosh, congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. So just remember why you're even raising your standards in the first place, and ignore the noise and say no. Oh wow. Embrace your identity. I'll tell you guys a quick story. Embrace your identity, like your cultural background, your family, where you're from, who you are, and like just use it to your advantage. So I would tell you guys a turning point for me when I started like being more of myself and like embracing who I really am. Ew. But no, seriously. So I remember I was working. I had just first started working. And I was working at this retail store, and I used to tell people that I was from South Africa because it was easier to recognize on the map, and it was just easier for the other person, right? And so I'm actually from Zambia. But whenever people would ask me in public, I never said that because I was not proud of being from there at the time. And it's for a stupid reason, that just because I was the first Zambian person people met, usually, most of the time. And I hated that for some reason. But anyway, so one time I was working at this retail store, and then this man asked me, he was like, oh, where are you from? And I was so ingrained in saying this. I was like, oh yeah. Because my name is Tiange. He's like, where's your name from? So I said, oh, I'm from South Africa. And he was like, oh my gosh, me too, I grew up there. And I was in that in that moment, and you see how brown and dark chocolate my skin is, right? My face could have turned red, right? And I was like, really? Oh, that's cool. But I had immediately had to make a shift in the conversation before this man asked me something about the place that I knew nothing about. So then I said, oh yeah, I was born there and just was raised in Zambia. So if you ask me anything, I'm not gonna know. And that's when I knew, what's really the point of lying when you can't even back it up? Just be who you are. And ever since I started telling people confidently where I was from and who I am, I just feel lighter and I can talk more about it because it's who I am. And honestly, it's worked to my benefit, being different. Being different is not bad. And I know when you're like younger, like in high school or middle school, you want to fit in. I wanted to fit in so bad because I was bullied for being different. So when I got out, I was like, okay, how can I be like more cooler? And it didn't make me cooler. It made me look dumb and stupid. So whatever you do, be yourself, embrace who you are. And once you do all these things, know who you are, you set your goals, you're self-aware, you know your value, you're confident in who you are, you have good people that are rooting for you around, there's no way you're gonna have low standards for yourself, period. And you're gonna take this new being that's very aware of themselves into your dating life, right? And anyone that comes to you that's not uplifting or adding value to your life, you're immediately gonna recognize your low vibration and just say, I think I'm good. I think I'm good. And when you're able to say that, it's such like an empowering thing when you don't need extra validation from other people. There's a quote that I know and it goes, having high standards protects you from low quality experiences. And I'm just not here for bad experiences or low quality experiences. Like, I'm so past that. Get somebody else to do it. So that's my message for today to my beautiful, gorgeous, and handsome teal stars. Keep shining, you guys. I love you. I'm loving the new direction that we're taking this channel. Please let me know what videos you want to see next. Bye, guys.